Welcome to what is the second episode of The Founder's Voice. Today I'm here with the owner of Cook County Buyers, Mike J. He let us use his beautiful office for this podcast, and I'm going to have you introduce yourself a little bit so people can get to know you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mike J., owner of Cook County Buyers. I'm here in downtown Northbrook, and I buy jewelry from people, coins, diamonds, watches, and I meet by appointment. It's private, it's secure, and I've been in business about 15 years and just taking care of people, paying fair prices. That's it, keep it simple.
Yeah, and it's strange because the first time we actually met was when you were shooting a video for your social media account, and you came into Bean Bar with this bag of coins, and there was only like what, five coins?
Five gold coins. Yeah.
5 gold coins in it, and he had me hold it. He's like, "How much do you think this is worth?" And we didn't know each other before this, and I was holding the bag. I was like, this is pretty heavy. I was like, maybe like $4,000. And he's like, oh, close. It's actually $22,000. Yeah, and I'm like, well, that's not close at all.
Not close at all. Yeah.
But it's interesting because it's my first question is, when AI is out and stuff now, do you feel like your clients that come in here have a better understanding of how much gold is worth?
Yeah. AI has changed. Like, I used to ask people, where did you find me? And it was always just Google Maps, or I read your Google reviews. And now 50 to 75% of people say, I found you on ChatGPT, or I found you on Gemini, or I found you on Claude, or whatever AI tool they use. And it's just, it reads about me. I mean, AI reads 500 reviews and tells them they should go to me and describes it. It's great. I love it. It's doing what it should do, which is,
for sure,
directing
Do you think
people.
If they took a picture of that bag of coins, how much do you think ChatGPT would have a better evaluation than most people?
ChatGPT would have done better than you.
Yeah, I mean,
it would have scanned the coins. It would have said, okay, that's a gold eagle. That's a gold. There was 5 coins. There was a gold American eagle. There was a Canadian maple. They're all 1 ounce. They're all worth the same, but they're just from different countries. I grabbed a few coins just to kind of show people. And at the end of that video, I took it over to Jim at UPS store, who's a much older gentleman. Yeah. And he sat there. I mean, I had to edit it to keep it short, but he sat there and he looked at him, and I saw the wheels turning, and he knew what the price of gold per ounce was. He saw there was 5 of them. He multiplied, and he goes, 20 grand. And I go, yeah, real close. It was like 22.5. So, yeah. Wow. I think the older generation are a little more on top of it. Yeah. I feel like the youngins maybe have no idea.
I have zero idea, and I think it's very interesting because when I watch your social media, I always think it's as simple as oh, let me weigh it and then buy it or sell it. But you pull out this attachment, you scan it for how much is actually in there.
Yeah, the X-ray gun.
And that kind of leads to my next question: is what is the most interesting thing somebody's brought to you? I bet you've gotten a lot of family heirlooms and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen. I don't know if it's the most interesting, but I had a client that their parents had a jewelry store before, and then they had obviously passed away, and she brought in just boxes and boxes of stuff. We were here for 9 hours. Oh, wow. We ordered lunch, we sat, we left. I mean, we became good friends, and at the end of the deal, it was $125,000 or something dollars. It was enough inventory to open a jewelry store. Wow. So that's definitely my most memorable. There wasn't anything super interesting it was just regular jewelry, but just a lot of it. So yeah. I'm always happy to see the more the better. The more money I can give, and yeah. And
that also requires a lot of trust, which is people are bringing their stuff from generations to somebody, and you really have to trust the person in this field. And it reminds me of real estate. People have a lot of emotional and sentimental value towards different things, and if they're bringing it to you, that's a big trust position for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you ever feel what do you think is the worst thing somebody trying to sell their gold or jewelry can do when trying to sell it? Just bring it to a regular pawn shop?
The worst thing you could do is not educating yourself even a little bit. I mean, like you mentioned, AI, ChatGPT, I mean, within 2 minutes you can know what would have taken you hours to research 10, 20 years ago. And the younger generation doesn't even understand that you used to have to go to a library or take out a book or a catalog to research and find the price. I mean, it's so easy now. Research a little, I encourage people to go to 2 or 3 places first and get offers, and then come see me. because I know that I'll either pay better, or B, if somehow someone else is offering more, maybe they have a need for a particular item, they have a customer for it.
Yeah.
I'll tell them, hey, you know what, that was a great offer. You know, I'm close, or I would be a little lower, or whatever. Like, go take that offer. You know.
Yeah.
I really honestly just want to help people not get screwed. Don't go to a pawn shop. I mean, there are some pawn shops that are good. I have friends that own pawn shops that pay very fair, but a lot of them are not. Don't go into a quick place. Don't look desperate. Don't come in and say, I need to sell this, I need money today, because some dishonest buyers will obviously take advantage of you and just lowball you big time. So
for sure. And it's like, unless you go to somebody that is a professional, you might have something that's worth a lot, and they could. Does that happen a lot, where they try to like scam you into thinking like, oh, this isn't anything?
Yeah. I've heard horror stories. I've had clients come to me where I've offered them $2 or $3 grand for something, and they go, oh, I was just over at, and I'm not going to name names, but I was just over at so-and-so, and they offered me $300 for this. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, that's horrible. So for me, what I do is, whether you know everything or nothing, I go with the same pricing. I'm transparent. I show you the price of gold for the day, and I calculate, I x-ray it, I test it all right in front of you, right? You sit at the desk with me.
Yeah.
And you know, whether you know nothing or everything, you're going to get the same price, and it's going to be a good price.
You guys should check out Cook County Buyers on Instagram. It's actually super interesting, especially if you don't really know much as myself. You'll watch this and you'll be like, wow, I didn't know how much actually goes into this, like cost for gold. And it's interesting because I've been jumping around to different industries that I do socials for, and I had this coffee place, and they literally see like how moist the ground is in certain countries to know if they want to buy coffee from there in that season. And it's like, everybody thinks like these service or product based industries, it's as simple as just like selling and buying, but like the amount of research, and like I'm sure the gold value has gone up tremendously.
Gold's doubled in the last, I don't know, 18 months. It was in the 2,000 range for quite a few years, and now it's almost 5,000. So
wow. And that all plays a factor into like what you do as well. And
whoever procrastinated and didn't sell their gold when it was 2,000, it worked out for them.
Congratulations.
They're coming in with little nothing, and it's $5,000, a little handful of gold. You know, if my palm was filled with gold, it's $10,000-$15,000 now.
Wow.
And people think it's just junk from the 80s. They have no idea. It's like so much money. And then diamonds too. I mean, I pay for diamonds and designer pieces. So
my question too is, you gave me a business card when we met. Is that a gold business card, or is it just like plated?
It's gold color.
Gold color, okay. Because it was heavy.
It's metal. It's a metal business card.
It dropped out of my pocket, and I was like, I want my credit card to sound like that.
Chipped the floor.
Yeah, I was like, gosh.
It kind of made sense with me being a gold buyer, and
to
have a gold business card. It's fun. You won't throw it away.
Yeah, no, I kept mine, and I'm probably gonna I was saying maybe I could smelt it.
No, it's not. It's definitely not gold. I would not be able to give out solid gold business cards. I would be bankrupt quickly.
Well, one day.
Yeah, maybe I'll get to that Trex level or something. You know.
Trex, gosh.
Yeah, where I'm giving out gold business cards just because.
Another thing I wanted to ask, because something that does come up on my social media a lot about jewelry and stuff, is people have this weird distaste, or at least some people I see online, for lab grown diamonds. Mm-hmm. Why is because it's still a diamond.
Right.
Why is it that natural diamonds cost more than lab grown?
Because natural diamonds are mined out of the earth, and they're supposedly it's a limited supply.
Yeah.
Where lab grown, they can grow as many as they want. They're growing hundreds of millions of carats, and there's no limit on production. So when the supply increases, then the price drops. So
why do you say supposedly? Do you think there's more?
Well, there's a lot of natural diamonds that are being hoarded. There's a company called De Beers who is basically the one that has the majority of the Earth's supply of diamonds.
Really?
And they hoard it. They supposedly, I don't know if this is true, but we all kind of understand that they control the supply to manipulate the prices up. So if they were to release, from what I remember hearing a statistic, if they were to release all of their diamonds, natural diamonds would drop to $100 a carat or something.
Yeah.
So, but now you can buy lab grown diamonds for a few hundred a carat. And it's every young lady gets engaged with a engagement ring this big, and her friend has to get one this big, and it's so obvious that they're lab grown, because there's no way that because in a natural that would be like a six-figure diamond, $100,000, $200,000 diamond.
But so like the actual properties of
they're the same.
Identical?
Exactly.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
It's just the origin. Yeah, the lab grown ones, they start with a seed of a diamond, like a little itty bitty nothing. They put in a chamber, and they introduce carbon into the chamber under a high pressure, high temperature, and it grows, and then they cut it and polish it. Wow. So just instead of mining it out of the earth, they just grow it in a lab. So it's obviously much, much cheaper to do so.
I mean, whoever I get married to, you better expect a lab grown.
Yeah. Well, reselling even natural diamonds, when you resell, you lose 70 or 80%. So it could make sense to buy a lab grown if you think, oh, you're going to get married, but it's probably not going to work out. Or like, what is it, like 50% of marriages end in divorce or some statistic like that? So
that means 50% of people, when they sell their ring, they're only getting 30% of what they paid for.
Yeah, gold is a better investment. I mean, diamonds, there's a huge markup, and the retail store has to mark it up to cover all of their expenses. They have employees and insurance. I mean, you buy a diamond for 10 grand at a jewelry store. Well, the diamond itself might have cost the jewelry store 2 grand. Yeah. And then the rest of it is to cover all of their overhead. So you sell it to me, well, I could buy it for 2 grand brand new. So I got to buy it for less than 2 grand, because I need to resell it for less than 2 grand to another diamond dealer. Yeah. So then suddenly I'm at 1,500, so I can sell it for 1,700, and he can sell it for 2,500 to a jewelry store who will mark it up to 10,000. So that's kind of the cycle. Yeah. But lab grown, the cycle is, don't bring it to me. I'm going to give you 0. I don't want it. Oh, really? No, I won't touch them. I won't buy them. Wow. There's no resale on it. 0. I can buy them for so cheap. There's no resale on them. I call it marketing, because you think there's like this whole allure about diamonds, but in reality, gold holds value better. Yeah, gold has intrinsic value. Diamonds, it's a idea, of value. But it's I mean, if you have a natural, a big, high quality, perfect natural diamond, that's worth a lot of money. Yeah. But that's like an investment grade diamond that people buy and they put it in a safe to give to their grandkids, Like an heirloom? Like an heirloom, right. So just buying an engagement ring at a store for $5,000 or $10,000, that's not an investment. That's, if you ever sell it, you're going to get 1,000 maybe. Yeah. And if it's lab, you're going to get 0. And it's just like culture at that, like people are just, that's what they do. You're right. It gets bigger. You want a bigger ring than your friend just got when they got married. If you look, even at, like in Bean Bar, when the young ladies come in and look at their ring, and you'll see these big whopping diamonds. Those are all lab grown. I mean, I can't say all, in this area. Yeah, Northbrook, maybe 10% of them are the real deal. Yeah. But yeah, they're lab. Yeah, a lot of lab. Don't bring me lab diamonds. I don't want them. Mike J does not want your lab diamonds. But I'll take your natural diamonds. If you got any natural or gold, and what's interesting? I see that huge block of amethyst back there. Yeah, the amethyst geode. Does amethyst, is that something you would buy, like these other stones and stuff? Rubies, sapphires, emeralds. Those are kind of the 3 gemstones that hold some value. If they're bigger, if they're quality, if they have a certificate, if they're non-heated and they're from the right origin, they can be worth thousands. They can be worth more than diamonds. But like amethyst, the purple and the green, the peridot, and all these, they call them semi-precious. Yeah. I literally have a cup on my desk of stones just sitting there just to look at, because they're pretty. They're worth nothing. Yeah. Well, some people would think they're making your life a lot better by being near you. Oh, the healing of the amethyst? The healing of the amethyst. Yeah, that's why I have the big geode there. It's supposed to heal. Do you believe in that sort of thing? I don't know. Maybe. It can't hurt, right? It can't hurt, yeah. I mean, best case scenario, you do believe it and your life does get better. Yeah. I mean, maybe it won't be because of the stones, but... Yeah. That amethyst geode actually you mentioned that I was in pawn shop when I was young. Yeah. That was on my uncle's counter in his pawn shop when I was like 12 years old. Oh, really? Yeah, and I bought that from my uncle, like 6 or 7 years ago when I moved my office from Skokie to Northbrook. I wanted something nice to put on my desk, and I always remembered that. And it was in his shop. He has a little jewelry store now in Highland Park. And so I bought it from him, and it's been on my desk. And every customer that walks in goes right to that. Really? It goes, oh wow, this is great. Like I never thought it would have such a response. But yeah, it's a cool thing.
I mean,
you have to shoot a
amethyst
little
is
clip
cool.
of it and edit it in, right?
I know you guys are gonna end up seeing it because we're talking about this thing that's out of frame, but it's actually a pretty big
You'll have to take
geode of amethyst.
You'll have to edit it in, edit this out.
Going back to like when you were working in pawn shops, you said that you got into this industry very young.
Yeah, 12.
What made you want to stay? Like,
it's all I've ever known. You know, I went to the pawn shop as a kid. I mean, I was just helping it was my uncle's shop. I would clean around and I would polish jewelry. I would be buffing jewelry on that spinning wheel where you polish it. I don't know, maybe you know or maybe you don't, but
I have no idea.
There's like a wheel that spins really fast and you buff it. And
I think I've seen those.
You polish off the scratches. So I was like 12 years old, buffing rings and testing electronic equipment and cleaning. I mean, that's what I did. And then I worked for Rogers and Holland's Jewelers for 10 years. You've probably heard of that. Yeah. They're in all the malls.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
So I worked for there for 10 years, and that took me up to around 2008. And around that time, gold was going really crazy, which at that time was running from 800 to like 1200, which was like a big deal because it was up 50%.
Yeah.
Now that's like nothing. But so I started doing like Craigslist ads. Do you know what Craigslist is?
No, I know Craigslist.
Okay, I don't know. You're young, so Craigslist is kind of out, but I did like a Craigslist ad. I'll buy gold, and I was buying gold like on the side.
Yeah.
And then I was getting so many calls that I was missing deals because I was at work. I remember like hiding in the bathroom, like texting customers, like because they didn't want me to be buying gold.
Yeah.
Because I was working there. I was working for them, and I was doing my own thing on the side. So, and then in 2011, I just said, I'm done. I don't want to
screw it. Yeah.
Screw it. I don't want to wear a suit and punch in and punch out for lunch and. I had to wear a suit. I hated it, and I had to be at a certain time. I didn't like that. So I started this, and I've never looked back.
Well, that's beautiful, because imagine, like, people are so scared to let go of that kind of stability.
Yeah, yes.
But,
exactly.
like, this other thing has so much more benefit, and it's so much more fulfilling, being able to have, like, your own thing, and, like...
It's everything.
That's an awesome story, how it started on Craigslist, and now you're here, and it's...
But I never wanted to grow it so big, like... I never wanted to have a store, like a jewelry store. I have an office for buying, but you know, after 10 years in retail, like, I mean, no offense to people at jewelry stores, but I don't want to sell jewelry. I don't want to deal with people complaining and nitpicking, and I just want to buy and be fair and just do it by appointment. So it's by appointment. You come in, I have my little schedule. I meet with people, and then I'm done. I go and I do whatever else I need to do.
Did I see that you went to college, right?
Yeah, I went to UIC for, I've got a bachelor's in marketing.
Okay.
Which I feel like maybe applies a little bit with my newfound interest in social media.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, the one thing I remember from marketing from school was differentiation. You know, you got to differentiate yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I was in school almost before the internet was a thing, so it was different. Yeah. But it was the same principles, I think, still apply. You got to do something different and stand out and try to do it better.
Yeah, those core principles are all the same.
It stays the same, yeah.
I tell a lot of my friends in college, and I say in general, it's like now an iPhone with a camera could take you further than a degree can.
Unbelievable.
And it's crazy, and I think this is the first generation where that's actually like true. Mm-hmm. Like you could, go to college, you could go that route, but how much do you think your degree has actually helped you as a business owner in today's world? Do you think it's helped you tremendously, or is it kind of like you take little things from here and there?
Definitely not tremendously. It's almost like I went to college because that's what you do after high school.
Yeah.
At least back when I'm 20 something years ago, but no, I don't.
It's still that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still that way. People want to, go to college, and it's a lot of like, your parents set you up like that because that's what they did. And it's like I think it's going to change pretty soon.
I have children, younger children, and if they went to college, good, great, but if they wanted to start a business and they had something they loved and they were passionate about it, I would 100% be behind them just going straight into doing their business, because you go to college to get a great job, to get a job in some sort of corporate career, and if you can bypass all of that and go straight into what you're passionate about and enjoy it, then and eventually make probably more than you ever would have made in a corporate job, then what the hell is the point of doing that whole route? Just bypass it.
You're gonna learn more from like messing up a lot and
just
taking L's than
learn in the field.
You learn in the field. So then after, what were you at? Rogers and
Hollins.
After college?
I worked at Rogers and Hollins all through college.
All through college.
So I worked like 30 hours a week at Rogers and Hollins, and then I went to school full time. And actually, not to brag, but I was the top salesperson in the company, and there was about 70 stores.
Oh, wow.
So throughout the Midwest, I was 1 year I was the top salesperson in the company. It was over $1 million in sales, which must have been good. I don't know now if that's a big deal, but
yeah,
back then it was. So I was like a great salesperson. I was very good at it, and I secretly hated it because I knew that people were paying so much for jewelry. And I also already, with my pawn background, I understood the actual value of the stuff I was selling. And like sometimes the certificates were not accurate, or almost always, because they would have these little phony certificates that aren't accurate. And I would know that they weren't accurate. And it kind of ate me up inside, like, kind of like, can I swear on this podcast?
Yeah, you can swear.
Like bullshitting people all day long. And I was really good at it, but I didn't like how I felt doing it.
Yeah.
And then I found like my truth in buying from people, because I could tell them exactly what it's worth, pay them very close to what it's worth, make a little margin for myself, and just be honest and have my own time and just take care of people and live and do what I want to do.
I bet people are trying to sell you now. I know in real estate, when people are trying to buy a house, they try to get the commission down on the agent side. Is that are you ever having to like fight for the price that you're trying to buy for?
Every day.
Every day?
Not every day. I mean, a lot of people are very comfortable with my price. They've already read all my reviews and they know I'm fine. But like yesterday, I had a lady in here and she was really, really tough. I mean, she was beating me up.
Like very adamant about what
she wanted higher. I mean, I was like, it got to the point where I was going to make nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as much as I'd love to give you every dollar of what it's worth, I have to stay in business too. I've got to make something. So I'll give a very fair price. You don't have to ask for a fair price. You don't have to know. Like, I'll automatically give you a fair, good price.
Yeah. And honestly, if you pulled out like that, the machine you use, how much has that technology changed since, like, has it gotten that much better? Like, or is it a lot of the same tech that they still use?
Well, I mean, 20 something years ago, no one had the X-ray gun. I mean, I'm sure it existed in the industry, but it wasn't like available commercially to people. So we would just use the little stone. You would scratch I don't know if you've ever seen that, maybe in some of my videos.
Yeah, I think
you scratch it and you put a little drip of the nitric acid. And
I did see that.
Yeah. So that's the way that historically gold buyers and jewelry buyers have tested metal for 100 years. Who knows how long?
Yeah.
So the X-ray gun is like, I would say in the last 15 years, it's become more and more, but it's an expensive piece of equipment. It's about $20,000.
Oh, really?
So so not everyone wants one or can justify having one. But it's very helpful when you're going through jewelry all day, every day. I mean, it's
and it's a point of trust too.
Yeah, I can show you. Like, look, here, your piece says it's 14 karat, but it's X-raying at a lower purity. 14 karat is 58%. That's what it's supposed to be. But most 14 karat is like 13 karat or 12 karat. Especially a lot of the stuff that was custom made in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. A lot of manufacturers were kind of cheating a little and lowballing the purity. So I can X-ray and say, hey, look, it says it right here. It's 50%. I'm not going to pay you. I can't pay you at 58. Because by the time I pay you at 58 and it's 50, I might break even or lose. Because I'm paying such a strong margin.
Yeah. And it's like, when you're doing these things and you're like having all these clients come in and out, that must be like fulfilling work, because like I'm sure they leave like happy because your prices are fair, and it's like
they always leave very happy, and it's like it gives me a warm fuzzy feeling.
And that's really something I do too. Like you mentioned that you will have them go and get quotes from like 2 or 3 different people.
Yeah, sure, please do.
Because like it's the fact that like you can go around and you could ask around for prices, but it's like the value in return that you're getting is really what matters. Like you could, want a quick buy, go to a pawn shop, or you can call and set up. I actually have, I bet hoarders are like your favorite people, right?
I don't know about that, but I've got pickers who go to, they do like a storage unit buys, and I have a few clients that do that. I have an estate sale company that I've been working with for like 5 or 6 years already, that they bring me the jewelry from the people's houses before the estate sale to make sure they get them the most value, because at the estate sale, what he told me is half the time stuff gets stolen.
Yeah.
And the other half of the time you get like lowballing people trying to buy it for even cheaper than they bring it to me and they get them more. But yeah.
And that's like another thing when you have you never know what connection's going to get you where too. It's like, I'm sure a real estate agent would be a great connection for you.
Yeah.
Because then they're selling houses. Like, oh, by the way, if you have shit that you don't want to take with you into this other house, like any gold or anything, then I have a guy for you too.
Yeah.
Or if it's like a mover or whatever the case is, like these connections, especially in this area, like the Chicagoland area, I feel like networking is so easy here because everybody, it's a very peaceful, quiet town, but there's some hustle and bustle because it's close to the city. People own businesses, and there's a lot of connections to be made here. It's a great area.
Any realtors out there, Cook County buyers, send your clients to me. I'll take care of them on their jewelry and stuff, and you handle the house, and I'll handle the jewelry.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
And one other thing I want to one of the last things I have a question for is like, what are your goals in the next couple years for Cook County buyers? Like, where do you want to be, whether it's social media goals or whatever the case may be?
Yeah, I mean, social media, I want to keep growing that and producing videos to educate people on like how the process works and what things are worth. Just get better and better at what I do. I don't have any goals of expansion. I love my office. It's right here above Little Louis and faces the park. It's exactly where I want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to grow to have employees and a bigger office or another location because that's all overhead.
Yeah.
And that all means I have to pay less. So I keeping it small but expanding social. Yeah. Expanding social, educating people, and then just networking too.
Yeah.
Where I joined the Chamber of Commerce beginning in December of last year. And I've been going to like networking events against my natural urge of actually just being a hermit and not going anywhere. So for many years, I've avoided the whole networking. I said I don't need to do that. You know, people find me online, but it's good. It's good to get out there and let the town know about me and spread the word. That's kind of how I met you and led to this podcast, and so it's good.
And what advice would you have for the other hermits out there that how do you get them out of their shell? Like,
I mean, it depends if they want to get out of their shell. You know, if you're a hermit and you don't want to get out of your shell, then you won't and you shouldn't.
Yeah. You
have to feel ready for it. You know, I'm in my 40s and I'm just now trying to get out, and it's just for my own inner personal goal of getting out and facing my I don't want to say fears, but get out there and just network, and then I've had the idea of doing like YouTube videos for I don't know, like a decade. Yeah. But I never did it because I think the technology wasn't there yet for it to be easy. I remember setting up like green screens and like, oh my God, and it would take me like the whole day to make one video, and then it would be horrible.
And then you could click one button.
Yeah, I click a button, I put the little wireless mic, I pop it in something, it edits it, or you know, it's amazing. So it's gotten easy enough where I'm already in a habit of like, if I don't make a video on a day, I feel like shit, like, oh, I didn't make a video today.
That's beautiful.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it within like, I think it's been only about 2 months, and I feel like stupid if I don't make a video. Like, what the hell am I gonna do? I gotta do a video.
Yeah, and that's why, like, just like gold, the social media market compounds. Like it builds. That, yeah. Like if I started making videos 10 years ago when I was 11. Holy cow. Like, it sounds so young, but
that's crazy that you were 11 10 years ago, man. My son is 10.
Oh, so I was your kid's age 10 years ago.
Unbelievable.
But if I started then, even if I didn't know what I was talking about, or I had no goal to actually like have a business or whatever, the amount of compounding interest I would have gained.
It compounds like stocks or something.
Yeah, like literally.
Keep putting it in a little over and over, and it'll.
Yes, and the idea of like gold, diamond, those are all like the different platforms that you could be on. Like gold right now is probably, and people don't want to believe this, but it's probably LinkedIn right now. That's kind of like gold, where I think LinkedIn is going to go up in value, and YouTube is like the S&P 500. You just put it in there and it's always going to go up. YouTube is going to be in a crazy spot. So if you're a business owner, CEO, and I'm sure you can agree with this, there's a lot of emotional value in making videos for yourself, and it's also a form of service too.
Yeah.
It feels good, you're servicing people, and in return it's like an energy exchange.
Right.
You're giving good stuff out into the world. And something I find interesting is that people don't want to come out and be transparent online because they're like, I don't want to give away my secrets.
Yeah. And in this industry particularly, like I've posted on my videos, okay, I'm paying, like I'll pay minimum 75% of scrap value, and then I pay 80% if you have like 100 grams or more, and then I'll go up to like 100% or even higher if it's something really nice that I feel like I can resell.
Yeah.
It is very scary to put that out there verbally. Like no gold buyer wants to do that.
Yeah.
And I've had people trashing me in the comments on my YouTube. Oh, you screwed that guy good. I'm like, you don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But there's going to be that video had 10,000 views because it got traction from people complaining, even though they were talking shit.
Of course.
It's fine. Talk shit,
Well, you have
go
to
do your research. You'll see that places don't pay more than me.
Even if like 70% of people are happy, like you can't do something and then make 100% people happy or in agreement with you. And people online love acting like they know what they're talking about, especially in the comment section.
Yes.
They'll be like, oh, like, you're doing social media videos. I think you're screwing somebody over by posting every day for them because it's annoying to see. But it's like, posting every day, if the goal is to have around 90% of people who don't follow you viewing your content over 10 videos in a week, if that's a different 90% that are seeing your videos every time. So the 10% of people who are getting pissed off at you, like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, like they can go away.
Stop scrolling on social media so much, and you won't see my clients or me so much. Like,
well, I think the AI has gotten so good with the algorithms that they're only going to show my video to someone who they see has been looking for gold. What is gold worth, or what? Right? Like, it's not going to pop up in someone's feed who's not interested for the most part, right? So, like my own wife doesn't watch my videos because they're boring. She doesn't. They're boring. She doesn't care.
Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't watch any.
She's like, I'm like, did you see my new video? She's like, oh yeah, I saw it was there, but I'm like, thanks.
Yeah. My friends are like,
she's not my target.
She's not. And I used to think, like, in my old view of socials before I've actually like went viral, there's this feature on TikTok where you could click a button and all of your contacts won't see your content.
Oh, no shit.
The people that I have in my contacts list are actually my biggest opposition because none of them are my target. So I always used to think like, oh, I'm not getting as many views because people who are seeing it are the people who know me and they don't give a fuck about what I'm saying.
Right.
But that was an excuse for making like shitty content. And then as soon as I made like a good video and I had that still on, that feature, I got like over 500,000 views.
Damn.
And it made me realize like it was never about the people that were following me. It's about the video I was making. It wasn't hitting that spot well enough.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, social media compounds. If you guys want to start a brand or you're inspired by this, you really should, with or without me. And if you want gold, come to Cook County Buyers in Northbrook and then grab a hot dog at Little Louie's.
Yep. Right above the hot dog place.
Right above.
Historic Little Louie's. It's been there for like 70 years or something.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
I just had it for the first time like the other month.
Oh, really?
Shout out Little Louie's.
Little Louie's. At Little Louie's. Hashtag
Little Louie's.
Yeah, all of that social. It's good stuff. Yeah.
It's good stuff. But I want to thank you so much for hopping on.
Pleasure.
Mike J, this is the guy. What are your handles?
I don't know. At Cook County Buyer.
I think so, yeah.
Hashtag Cook County Buyer.
Hashtag Cook County Buyer.
Cook County Buyer.
What's your YouTube channel?
Cook County Buyers.
Cook County Buyers everywhere.
Yeah, it's all Cook County Buyers, yeah. Instagram, Facebook, I think it's all called Cook County Buyers.
Which is actually awesome because that's a good handle to have.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Makes sense.
But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of The Founder's Voice.